I'm pleased once again to welcome back Trooper Anthony Petrosky, Public Information Officer for the Pennsylvania State Police, Troop N in Hazleton. I'm sure you have to encounter it often, distracted driving, and it takes various forms. So what exactly do the viewers out there, the drivers out there, need to know? What is distracted driving and how many different forms of it are there?
Well, there's too many forms to mention here. We don't have enough time to talk about it. Distracted driving is basically anything that takes your eyes from the road, your concentration from getting from point A to B safely. Driving is a privilege, and people need to realize that the driver of the vehicles is responsible for anybody in their car and also everybody else out on the road. The whole point of driving is to get from one place to another safely. So distracted driving can be anything on your phone, which we know texting is 100% illegal, to doing makeup, reading the newspaper, even drinking your coffee if you spill it on you. I mean, again, you need to focus and keep your eyes on the road.
So what kind of fines are we facing if we break the law?
Well, texting is a $50 fine plus court cost, so it gets well over $100. And then if you are driving distracted, you could be charged with careless driving, which is a pretty hefty fine. And it's definitely going to be points on your license, which could lead to a license suspension depending on your previous driver's record.
What about things like often you're driving down the road and the car next to you has the music so loud that, you know, and maybe they even have headphones on or something. Sometimes you see people with that, or their music is so loud. What about if you can't hear emergency vehicles coming up from you? Isn't that kind of distracting your driving as well?
Absolutely. You need to be able to hear emergency vehicles, because if we have our sirens on, that means we're trying to get somewhere to help somebody. So the earbuds you cannot use. You can only have one in your ear if you're using it to make a phone call. You cannot have two earbuds in your ear because that will block your hearing from being able to hear an emergency vehicle.
How often do you encounter that, though, where you see people who are totally oblivious to what's going on around them because they're listening to music or talking and texting?
Quite often. I mean, everybody has smartphones now, and that's not a bad thing. But again, you have to be smart with your decisions that you make. So using the earbuds we see that a lot, and you can immediately be pulled over for that.
Wow. So we want everybody to be safe. We don't want you to be doing distracted driving. So best advice, put the phone in the back seat?
Absolutely. If it is an emergency or you definitely need to use it, or you're waiting on a call from somebody, very simple and easy advice. Pull over when you're safely off the road, use your phone, and then merge safely back onto the road. Other than that, eyes on the road.
All right. Great advice. We want everyone to stay safe, and please do not drive distracted.